The South China Sea, a vital maritime corridor, a hotspot of global trade, and now a focal point of rising geopolitical tensions. Amid this high-stakes environment, the United States, the Philippines, and Japan are forging an unprecedented alliance. But what does this mean for the region and the world? Stick around as we unravel this pivotal partnership and its role in addressing the challenges of the South China Sea. The South China Sea spans over 3.5 million square kilometers, linking major economies through critical trade routes. However, its significance goes beyond commerce. It's a region marred by territorial disputes, where countries vie for control over strategic islands and waterways. Recognizing the growing need for unity, the US, Philippines, and Japan have joined hands. This alliance seeks to counterbalance the rising influence of other regional powers and protect the principles of freedom of navigation. To solidify their partnership, these nations have engaged in joint military exercises. These drills are designed not only to enhance tactical coordination, but also to send a clear message of unity and readiness. Beyond military efforts, diplomacy plays a key role. Through dialogues and multilateral engagements, the US, Philippines, and Japan aim to foster an environment of cooperation and conflict resolution. While this alliance strengthens regional stability, challenges remain. The South China Sea's complex dynamics require ongoing vigilance and adaptation to changing scenarios. The Philippines and Japan expressed deep concern over escalating tensions in the South China Sea and East China Sea, calling for collective action to uphold international law and regional stability during a bilateral meeting in Manila on Wednesday. Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo Jr. and visiting Japanese Foreign Minister Iwaya Takeshi underscored the critical need to counter challenges to the rules-based order in the Indo-Pacific, as both nations face increasing maritime security threats. As neighbors, we face similar challenges in pursuing regional peace and stability, Manalo said during a press briefing after the meeting. He emphasized the importance of adhering to international law, particularly the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, as a cornerstone for resolving disputes and ensuring freedom of navigation. Manalo and Iwaya reiterated their nation's firm commitment to defending the rules-based international order. They urged regional actors to respect sovereign rights and avoid provocative actions that could further exacerbate tensions. To strengthen maritime security, the two leaders highlighted ongoing cooperation, including joint maritime exercises, the transfer of patrol vessels and equipment, and the development of strategic infrastructure such as the Subic Base project. These measures, they said, are designed to bolster defense capabilities and deter unilateral actions that threaten regional stability. The officials also announced plans to convene the next Vice-Ministerial Strategic Dialogue this year, aiming to deepen engagement on defense, economic resilience, and trilateral cooperation with the United States. Beyond immediate security concerns, the two countries pledged to work with like-minded states to preserve a free and open Indo-Pacific. Manalo emphasized that leveraging partnerships with other democratic nations would enhance regional resilience and adaptive capacity in the face of evolving geopolitical challenges. The Philippines and Japan share a commitment to peace and stability, and we will continue to advocate for the rule of law and respect for international norms, he said. The meeting underscored a united front between Manila and Tokyo as they navigate mounting tensions in the region, reaffirming their resolve to safeguard shared interests in the Indo-Pacific. For the first time, China's Coast Guard has begun patrolling a section of the country's 9-dash line, the loosely defined boundary of Beijing's unilateral claim to the South China Sea, including international waters and other states' exclusive economic zones. Since the beginning of the new year, a group of large China Coast Guard cutters have been rotating through patrol duty in an area just off Zambales, Luzon. At closest approach, the patrols have come within about 55 nautical miles of Philippine shores. One of the deployed vessels is CCG 5901, the largest armed law enforcement vessel in the world at 12,000 tons displacement. Over VHF, its crew has informed the Philippine Coast Guard that the CCG is enforcing Chinese law in Chinese waters, even when 100 nautical miles inside the Philippine Exclusive Economic Zone. The Philippine Coast Guard has dispatched the offshore patrol vessel BRP Teresa Magbanua to monitor the Chinese presence and push back on these sovereignty claims. Despite rough weather conditions, the crew of the Magbanua have kept watch and demonstrated continued Philippine presence. While monitoring the Chinese flotilla, the Philippine Coast Guard noticed a pattern that may explain the China Coast Guard's new behavior. The CCG cutters have been patrolling a north-south racetrack off Luzon's coast, and the track lines align well with a segment of the 9-dash line, which was invalidated by the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague in 2016. As the United States, the Philippines, and Japan unite, the world watches closely. Their collaboration not only addresses immediate challenges but also sets a precedent for international cooperation in turbulent times. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of global events. Until next time, stay informed and engaged.